Hi, I'm Jen, and I do things. And this channel has been mostly about the thing that I do, in that I love going on cruises. And I found at the time when I started this channel that a lot of the cruise content was kind of stale. It felt like a lot of the people were basically just kissing up to the cruise lines to get free cruises. Not all of them, of course, but some of them. And I saw a hole there in that I did not care about that. And I just wanted to provide you with excellent information about the reality of cruising, because it's expensive. It's an investment to go on a cruise and you want to be educated with it. And I wanted to help with that. However, it is expensive and there's only 4 videos on this channel. So if you subscribe to this channel because you want to cruise content, thank you so much for that. Like, you're amazing and I appreciate you. And thank you for so much love on the videos that are up here. But I am pivoting this channel content to something else that I'm going to do, which is moving to Vancouver Island, British Columbia in Canada, which is my family's next adventure. Now, a bunch of you all came over from my main channel, which is called Jen Love. It's a cosmetic industry news channel. And if that's you, then you are in the right place. If you're a cruise friend, I would love if you would stay, but I completely understand that this is not what you signed up for. So if you want to unsubscribe, that's totally fine. Like, it's really up to you, whatever makes you happy. But at this point, I'm going to address, I'm going to be talking to you as if you came over from the video that I put up yesterday in my time. I don't know when I'll put this video up, but yesterday in my time, about me and my family moving to Canada. If you have not seen that video, it's going to be linked down below. Please go check it out. I'm not going to be repeating myself from that video. So you definitely need to, there'll probably be a lot of questions unanswered if you haven't seen that video. So it's like 15 minutes long. It's not that long. Double speed it. Be good. So anyway, what I wanted to do in this video was kind of address a couple of the concerns very quickly that people had regarding that video. And just really speak candidly with you about it, because I want this to be a very honest channel. I want to talk to you all about what the journey's been like so far, and how we're getting into Canada. And it's very hard. Immigrating to another country is hard. It's a big process. My husband and I have spent so many hours, deciding on a lot of different things with it, and how we're going to do it. And how we're going is a student visa for my husband. Now, one of the biggest concerns on the channel was the cost of living in Canada and how expensive it is. And without getting into too much of my finances, we're fine. Between my job, where I work full-time, making videos on YouTube, people don't realize that that's a real job where you can actually make a really good living. Besides that, my husband had sold his tattoo studio. We're also selling our house. Financially, we're going to be fine. The second concern was for my personal visa, which is going to be a visitor visa that I need to renew every 6 months. And I'm going as what they call a digital nomad. So I won't be taking a Canadian job. I cannot get a job in Canada. I am not allowed. According to my immigration professional, I am not allowed to get a job. So in order for me to get a visitor's visa, I need to prove that I can support myself. And how I support myself is thankfully through my YouTube channel. So that's how I'm not going to feed off the government. That's what Canada wants to know. They want to know, can you come here and support yourself? And because I do have a job outside of Canada, I can prove that. That's what the government wants me to show. I'm not saying that's good, bad, whatever. I'm just saying that's the way that it works. And I am able to prove that I can support myself through that. My husband is allowed to take a part-time job. He is not allowed to work full-time. He's not allowed to. It's not that he doesn't want to work full-time. He's not allowed. It's not that I don't want to get a job in Canada and contribute and pay, financial taxes or whatever to Canada for a job. It's not that I don't want to do that. I am not allowed, like literally. So our immigration professional told me that, because I was concerned that every 6 months they could just kick me out. And I'm going to tell you the word he used. He said that would be newsworthy if they kicked me out. Because my husband will be there as a student, my minor son will be there as a student, my oldest is going to be an adult at that point, going to college there. To kick the mom out would be newsworthy, according to him. It would be different if I was feeding off the Canadian government if I needed help, but all I'm going to be doing is bringing my American dollars, my US dollars into Canada and spending it on rent, food, activities. We're spending a lot of money for my family to go to college. The international tuition is multiples higher than it is for people who are permanent residents of Canada. Like, it is so much more expensive. So we're paying it that way. We are definitely 100% contributing to Canada when we go there. We're bringing all of our monies and we're spending it in Canada. So there was concern about, that somehow we're not going to be contributing because we won't be getting jobs. And why aren't we getting jobs? Because we're not allowed. And also we will be contributing quite a bit to Canada. And we're excited to do that. We're happy to do that in a country that's hosting us, and allowing us to be there on visas, because it is it is a permission. It is something to be respected. It's not something that we're owed. The other thing is healthcare. And we're so fortunate to not have currently, knock on wood, any medical issues in my family. We're all, we don't have any chronic conditions. We are on some different medications. Like, I'm on cholesterol medication. I'm freaking 47. Most people that I know that are my age are on some kind of cholesterol medication, or at least should be. It's stuff like that we are on, but we don't need continual medical care. We don't have chronic conditions. So that's a plus for being there, that we are not going to need to see doctors on the regular other than like checkups. And I understand that it's going to be a long time before we're able to see like a general practitioner. Honestly, it's pretty bad here too when it comes to that. Not as bad as Canada, but I definitely, my last general practitioner, I had to leave her because it was going to be 5 months before I could see her for 30 minutes. And it's just like, I ended up working out. I did a sponsorship for MIDI Health. I'm not going to turn this into a sponsorship. That worked out really well. But anyway, side tangent. Point is that we don't need a general regular medical care. I will be getting private insurance because I do not qualify for Canadian healthcare. Because my family is all going to be going to school, they will qualify for universal healthcare. However, like I said, we are not doctor people. We're not people that go to the doctor for no reason. Like, it would be like if somebody broke an arm, like that would be the reason why we would use medical care. We're not going to be using it that much. If things go the way that it has been going for our family, where we haven't needed a lot of medical care, that would continue into Canada. We definitely do not want to sponge off of the medical system for no reason. People get all kinds of strange things but we definitely respect that, universal healthcare is 100% a privilege, because we do not have that here in the United States. So that's the other big thing. And overall, a lot of people just, there's so much support over there. Let me just stress that. I would say 96% of the comments over there are positive, which I'm so incredibly thankful for. But there are people that are basically like, Jen, you are nuts. And I am. Yeah, fair. Okay. I quit teaching. I got the same result. I was losing my healthcare. I was losing my full-time solid job with pension, with, tenure. People thought I was nuts when I quit my teaching job. And it was one of the best things I could ever have done. I feel like, in life, sometimes when you see an opportunity and it's scary, that's not necessarily a bad thing. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, but also go into it smart. Do your research. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to go into it smart. And we've put a lot of hours and a lot of time and a lot of thought into this. And one thing last night, we were in the middle of this 3-day festival. It's called All Things Go. It's at a place called Merriweather Post Pavilion, which we will miss. It's an incredible, incredible concert venue. Absolutely incredible. If you ever get a chance to come here and go to Merriweather, highly recommend. The people next to us were from Chicago. Like, people come from all over. Anyways, it's a huge music festival, and it was headlined last night by Noah Kahan, which, if you don't know Noah Kahan, oh my gosh, amazing, incredible music. So Noah got up on the stage and he said this.
But I want to say congratulations to anybody that's taken a big risk and taken a bet on themselves this year. Anything that feels scary, unless it's illegal, is probably worth doing. This is a song about doing things that feel scary. It's about, you're going to go far. Thank you.
And when I tell you I bawled, I
freaking bald. I was no more good for that song. I'm not going to play the song itself because I don't want to get dinged for copyright, but the way I bawled during that song after he said that, just because he's right. He's absolutely right. And, you know, worst case scenario, this is worst case scenario. We go there, we spend a lot of money, we realize that we made a mistake, and we come back. That's the worst thing. We'll still have our American citizenship. We'll still have our passports. We'll still, you know, we can get another house here, even if we have to rent. There's plenty of housing in our area. We don't have an issue with that here. My family's still going to be here. So, I mean, that's worst case scenario, is that we just waste a lot of money, which we, you know, would rather not do. But we're in a position where we can take that risk. And I don't take lightly that we can do this. I don't take that lightly. I understand. I grew up without a lot of money. When I was in college, I was living off ramen noodles and love, working full-time, waiting tables while I went to school full-time. You know, our first house was, I think, 950 square feet. I 100% understand how lucky I am and that my family is to be able to do this and that we're in this position. It just feels like perfect. One of my mother-in-law's favorite words is kismet. And she named her cat Kismet. And I believe in that. I feel like, you know, when you feel a draw to do something, you can't let fear stop you. But also going in educated is super important. And that's what we're doing. So yeah, I'm going to put more content on this channel when it comes to immigrating and kind of give you the lowdown of, you know, and tell you more about it. So if you have any questions specifically that you want me to make a video about and you want to know, leave them in the comment section down below. I'd love to share that with you. I've never been a very private person. I've always been an oversharer. So, you know, don't think something's too private or whatever. Worst case is I just don't answer it. But yeah, I'm really excited about this next journey. And we love Vancouver Island with our entire hearts and souls. Like, we like it here, but we loved it there. And I think it's just time for us to have a new adventure. And we're so excited. And yeah, thanks for being here. Mad love to you. That's what I say on my other channel. I don't know. Should I say mad love over here too? I don't know. I've always said mad love. I don't know. Feels kind of weird over here. Gotta think of another closing line maybe. Follow your passions, follow your dreams, but don't do it. Don't be stupid. I don't know. Whatever. I'll see you soon.